Hey, what is up? We are back in my car, as you can see, and I would love to tell you that I've just been on a drive and I've thought of another story to tell you guys, but I got to admit, this time I was just in my house and I thought, oh, that's another good one. That's another good time I got burnt at jazz school. So no, I have not been out on a drive. I was in the house and I came out here and I thought, family's inside and the audio quality was pretty good out here, so I'm going to be a little bit weird and go and hang out in my car in the driveway just so I can tell you guys a story while I remember it and while it's fresh in my mind. So sort of continuing on this theme that I had on the previous video that I did like this, of things I learned at jazz school, or funniest, most embarrassing kind of stories, that kind of thing. One really important thing I learnt at music school, and it makes a big difference if you learn this stuff for real and not just go around sort of saying this kind of stuff, but you actually know and you can feel in your bones and you know this is true. I learnt that I'm really not that good. Now, I don't say that for, hoping that people go, oh no, you're good, man, you're pretty good. I mean, obviously I can do some things well. I feel like I'm a really good teacher. There's certain situations where I can definitely execute and do the job more than adequately. I'm not saying I'm a terrible drummer. What I'm saying is, well, when you get to a music school, like a jazz degree, something like that, you're in a really, how could I say this without making it sound uppity or elitist, because that's not my aim, but you're around really serious people who are dedicating their lives to music. They're investing a lot of time and money. The teachers are some of the best players, in the country, and some of the students end up becoming some of the best players in the country by the end of the degree even. So, I learned when I was there that if I've got some things going for me, that's good, and some things that are not going for me, but overall I'm not, definitely in this situation here, not that good. Like, I'm okay, but I'm not that good. I'm not special, and that can be like, if you're, let's say there's a situation where if you are at jazz school or at a music degree, you were likely the star of your high school, right? At that level, or amongst your friends or something, you were that guy or that girl. You were a genius on your guitar, or incredible. Your friends or your family just think you're world class on the drums, and then you get to jazz school and you're not. Now I'm going to give you, getting a sore arm. So one particular occasion where this was made awfully clear to me, and I'm very grateful for these now, I really am. So there was one subject, it was called percussion ensemble, and percussion ensemble at our university, at our music school here in Auckland, is where every drummer in the entire university gets together and they do a percussion ensemble paper. So all the percussionists. So you've got classical percussionists, people who are used to playing tuned percussion, like timpani, xylophone, marimba, whatever. Then you've got all the jazz students as well. So it's a bit of a hodgepodge mix of a bit of everything. Now, my first day, I believe it was it was definitely my first percussion ensemble. We turn up, we've been told, you need to bring your practice pad to this, different exercises that we're going to do, which I still use, which are really good. And, hey, we're going to, do stuff together, bring your own practice pad, because there's, 12, 13 drummers. So there's me and the other two first year drummers, and we rock up to this percussion ensemble, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And the tutor, Ron Sampson, gets us to all sit around. We're in a big drum circle with a practice pad in front of us, sticks and pad ready to go, and he Comes along the line, comes around the circle, and he gives everyone a snare drum solo, a piece of paper, and I look at it. First year of uni, first percussion ensemble class, looking at this thing, oh, cool. And now, I thought, oh, cool, we're going to learn this snare drum solo. Big difference in this environment. No, we're not going to learn the snare drum solo. We're going to play the snare drum solo. So and this is all, I mean, this is a long time ago, so the fact that I can remember it again proves how powerful it was for me and how much I remember these things. But he dropped off all the sheets around the circle. Okay, everybody good? And I'm thinking, huh? No. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. And everybody starts playing this sheet snare drum solo rudiments, and lots of rests and syncopation and all kinds of crazy snare drum stuff. The second and third, and I think we had honors drum students as well, they basically played the snare drum solo, and I was just sitting there like, what the hell just happened? And I looked around and the other two first year drummers, and they were both, having a go, but not happening for us. And yeah, that was a moment. Looking back on it now with more experience and as a teacher with my teacher hat on, I don't know whether that was some kind of Mr. Miyagi secretive, way of teaching you without teaching you, or at least letting you know, hey, you're not at this level, you're going to have to work really hard to get to this. I don't know whether it was that or whether it was just, let's play a snare drum solo, and there wasn't that much thought going into it. It was just, let's play the snare drum solo. Hey, what are you doing? Why can't you play it? You're here, you're at jazz school, come on. I don't know, to be honest. I'd need to talk to my former teacher Ron to ask him about that, but very important. And you've probably all seen the movie Whiplash. I'm not saying our music school is like that, but there is a point or a hump or a mountain you might want to get over as a drummer, or a level, let's say a level you want to achieve in your career as a drummer. I don't think you can avoid those subtly brutal lessons. I think they're just absolutely crucial. I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, check out the playlist. I've got a playlist now of these kind of videos where I just talk to the camera, talk to you guys, and just relay funny stories or impactful stories to me. And yeah, the link to that playlist in the description of the video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.